All right, we are on our way to Deep Creek Lake. We have 40.4 miles of range. Odometer reads 24,857. Climate control is set at 68, and we're gonna see what we can do efficiency-wise. Looks like I've got 111 miles of gasoline range, which is not much, but plenty to do the entire trip if we needed to. And we are on the way.
Hey, smash the like button.
Thank you.
All right, turning onto the interstate. 68 is the interstate. It's also our climate control setting. 24,861 on the odometer. It's 59 degrees outside. And we're gonna set the cruise at 68 as well. Is this the day of 68? Maybe so. All right, we are on the interstate. We have EV mode engaged. Cruise is set at 68. Lane keep assist is on. 111 miles of hybrid vehicle mode, 30 miles of electricity. Where do you switch from EV to hybrid vehicle mode in order to conserve and be able to use the most efficient process? Let me know in the comments. Still trying to figure out the best time to do that. You guys have taught me a lot about how to use hybrid vehicle mode, but I'm still trying to figure out an optimal point. Checking in later. So we've got some hills in West Virginia. We just made it to the top of Cooper's Rock Hill. We're moving into Preston County, and we have lost a lot of electric range. We are at 14.2 miles of range. Odometer reads 24,871. So just that little jaunt up the hill took just over half of the electric range that we had just to get up that hill. So this kind of speed is just not what electric cars were designed to do the best. Nothing terrible, but you're just not going to get that peak efficiency. And also the blue line that shows when the gas engine will kick on, if you go past it, moved way, way closer to the middle on our way up the hill. So it was definitely an up. Now we are on a down. It looks like the grade is listed. 5% grade for the next 2 miles on a down. So what goes up must come down. The spinning wheel spinning round. We'll check in a minute. Also, really interesting debate going on in the comments about Supreme gas or premium gas or 93 and how it's completely unnecessary in cars that don't call for it. I definitely want to know your thoughts. I have a unhealthy paranoia about only using premium gas, and maybe it's more unhealthy than I thought. Let me know down below. And thanks for doing that. You can also smash the like button. Okay, 10 miles of range remaining. And this is the sad part where we switch to hybrid vehicle mode. The gas is on. We'll check in a minute. Welcome to Maryland. We made it. And as advertised, 68. Now 98 miles of range. 8.7 miles of EV for a grand total of 106. And we're heading into Friendsville. All right, we made it to Deep Creek. 24,900 miles exactly on the odometer. 8.6 miles of electricity left. 86 miles of hybrid vehicle mode. We have made it to Deep Creek Lake. We are on the way to Kitzmiller. We are almost to Kitzmiller, and we've got 8.9 miles of range. I'm going to go ahead and switch the EV back on, and we'll see what we get. We've got 5.6 miles of range. The odometer reads 24,918, and I brushed on the rumble strip. That says 8% grade for 4 miles. And that is why I turned the electricity back on, because we're going to get some back on the way down into Kitzmiller. This part is an 11% grade. And we are just jumping up in miles. 5.8, 5.9, 6, 6.1, 6.2, 6.3. We'll give you a report at the bottom of the hill. Okay, made it to Kitzmiller. 8.9 miles of electric range left. So we got back to where basically we were before I turned it off. Okay, here we go. All right. Power. That's a win. Charge. Alright, so we're going to the store, and we're already back up to 11.3 miles of range after plugging in. We will use some and plug back in, and more reports on the way. Alright, so we stopped in, we went to the store and back, kind of killed all the miles there. So I was down to 3 miles when I pulled in the second time after a little mission, and now we're up to 22.3 miles of range on electricity to get back home. All right, still way up the mountain. and we're on the way back. But we're down to 10.3 miles of range. So, as always, this is the time when we turn on the hybrid vehicle mode, and on goes the engine. Odometer reads 24,935. We will update you shortly. Okay, we're bottom of Friendsville Hill, about to get on the interstate, and 24,963 on the odometer, 12.5 miles of EV range, 38 miles of hybrid vehicle range. That's not very much, so we're going to stop and get gas before I get my gas light on. Just going to put a little bit in, so maybe we end up at home with the same amount of gas as we started with, kind of to see how much it costs. And we're at the good to go in Friendsville. All right, $7.10 for 2 gallons, and yes, I did use 93. All right, gassed up, 12.5 miles of electric, 150 miles of gas. We'll probably make it home with a similar amount to what we started with, which would mean $7.10 would be our total gas expenditure. Okay, final result, 24,998 miles. We kicked it into EV mode with about 6 miles to go and 120 miles of hybrid vehicle range, $7.01, or $7 and whatever cents, I'll put it on the screen, in gas. And there you go. We spent a little time plugged in at our destination. We got some really cool pictures and a little tour of Kitzmiller, Maryland. And we're back with about the same amount of gas as we left with, for a total of about $7. And yeah, next time you go on a little trip, take your charger with you and save some money. You got anything you want to address? Please hit me up in the comments, and we'll see you on the next video.